My name is Corwyn Thomas, owner of Corwyn Apparel, fine men's neckwear and custom shirts, as well as Crimson by Kwame Jackson's Chief Operating Officer. We're going to work on a few knots today. First, I'd like to start out with a simple Windsor knot. Okay? What you want to do is obviously have the short end of the tie, the narrow end of the tie, a little shorter, about 1/3 of the way the length of the longer end. And it's a simple knot. It's a very easy knot to tie, and I'll walk you through it. First of all, you would like to take the longer piece, take it underneath the shorter piece, and come over on the left. Gently slide it up. You want to make sure it's tight up top. You don't want to have a loose knot. So you go once on the left, again underneath, and then once on the right, again, and slide it up. Don't be afraid to handle the tie. Don't let the tie handle you, okay? And then you want to do once more on the left. So it's actually left, right, and then left again, and then you go around. Swing it around again, handle the tie, and then up under, and then finally through. So now you have a nice fat knot, not F-A-T, but P-H-A-T, pretty hot and tempting for your man. And you want to give the tie a little shake, a little tug, so you get that deep sinking dimple. And it's the dimple that makes the difference. And you gently slide the tie up. It's on a slide rule, obviously. Lift, and then tuck behind two loops. The crimson label, and then the fabric loop. Gently tuck it. And then pull it through, gently. Again, make sure, again, that you have the dimple that makes the difference. And then gently tuck, again, in the jacket. Don't worry about this piece here because the collar's going to hide that. So I'll just turn the mannequin a bit as you would on your man or significant other, your husband. You would slightly turn him or rotate your body around him and make sure that there is no tie that's seen, especially in the back of the collar, nice and clean. Give your man a nice little tug to make sure that you have about 1.5 to 2 inch collar height above the suit jacket. Rotate your man, and again, just kind of make sure everything is nice, clean, neat, and tight. And there you have the Windsor. All right, now we're going to work on the Corwyn knot. Great knot. The Corwyn knot is essentially so you can get the larger knot. A lot of men are tying the larger knot now, which is still clean. It's great for the workforce as long as you don't overdo it. And I'm going to show you how to not overdo it. You want to start 1/4 of the way up. This knot is essentially for men who are about 5'9", all the way up to about 6'1". So we make a longer tie. Ties are 60 inches long and about 3.5 inches wide at its widest point. So to tie the Corwyn knot, you want to start about 1/4 of the way up. And again, we're going to go left. Again, don't be afraid to handle the tie. And then you go right. So you see the knot forming. We could essentially come around, but we're going to go once more on the left. And also, don't be afraid to give your man the white glove treatment. It's fine merchandise, fine men's neckwear, again, and on the right. So essentially we went left, right, left, right. And now you want to go around. See the knot forming? Up under. And again, if the tie's getting away from you, that's okay, as long as you handle the tie again and don't let the tie handle you. You went around, up under, and then through. Now when you get here, you basically want to give the tie a little tug, a little nip, a little pull to get that dimple, which is a mark of a well-dressed man. So just give it a little tug, a little shake, and then pinch it right in the middle so you get that deep sinking dimple. And again, you want to lift and tuck. And you can go still through both loops, the label loop and the fabric loop. And don't worry about this area here. Again, the collar's going to cover that. So again, you want to rotate your man, or you can stand behind him and make sure that you've got all the tie covered from the back. Lift and pull the collar. Give him a nice little tug. And then rotate him around. And now you've got this great looking tie with a great looking dimple. And remember, paisley's are in now. Okay, ladies, our next knot we're going to work on is called the 4-in-hand. The 4-in-hand knot. Again, you've got a 60-inch length tie, 3.5-inch width at its widest point, matching tipping, great merchandise, great color for the office, patriotic piece. This particular piece happens to be called the Atlanta. And you want to start with the 4-in-hand knot by starting about halfway down. So the shorter end of the tie is going to be halfway the length of the longer end of the tie. So very simple knot. It's the first knot that I learned, the knot my father taught me, and probably the knot that most men taught their sons. So halfway down, you're going to take the longer piece and loop it underneath on the left, and then simply take it around once, up under, and through. Very simple. Again, don't be afraid to handle the tie. Give it a little nip, a little tug, and lastly, a pinch in the middle to make the dimple, which makes the difference. And lift and tuck the smaller piece into the label loop first, and then the fabric loop second. Nice and clean. This tie is a very conservative piece, regimental stripes, patriotic in nature, great for the office. I like to call this piece stay in your lane piece. So he's not out there, he's not in there, he's right there. So this is perfect for the office. Again, guide it up. And again, don't be afraid to handle the tie and pinch it in the middle so you get that great dimple that makes the difference. And again, rotate. Want to make sure you fully cover the tie with the collar. And again, what you're looking for in the back is essentially 1.5 to 2 inches of the collar above the suit coat. Little tuck, little pull. Rotate. And then you just do a little maintenance up front to make sure you get the look for your man that you want. And if you're wondering, ladies, where you can get the hottest ties on the planet, you can go to CorwynApparel.com. CorwynApparel.com. Remember, it's the dimple that makes the difference.